In a quiet African village, where the moonlight touched the roofs like silver dust, there lived a woman whose food no one could resist. But those who ate it never remained the same. This is the story of Mama Nkem, the mysterious food seller of Umuahia. Long ago, in the heart of Umuahia village, there lived a woman called Mama Nkem. She cooked food so delicious that even travelers forgot their journey. Her smoky jollof rice, her pepper soup that made tongues dance, and her fried plantain sweeter than honey, people talked about them across hills and rivers. But Mama Nkem had one strange habit. She never sold food during the day. Only at midnight, when the cock slept and the moon ruled the sky, did she open her little wooden stall by the village square. Her signboard said, "Hot food for hungry souls, open only when the moon smiles." At first, the villagers thought she simply loved the peace of night. But soon, strange things began to happen. One night, a hunter named Okoro returned from the forest, hungry and tired. He saw Mama Nkem's lantern glowing by the roadside. "Mama Nkem," he said, "please give me rice and meat." Mama Nkem smiled and asked, "Are you hungry from your stomach or from your soul?" Okoro laughed. "Hunger is hunger. Give me food." She smiled again and served him a steaming plate of jollof rice and roasted goat meat. He ate and licked the plate clean. He paid, thanked her, and went home whistling happily. But the next morning, villagers found him sitting by the riverbank, laughing and talking to himself. He said he was speaking to the spirits of the forest. From that day, he was never the same. Rumors began to fly through the village. They said Mama Nkem's food was not ordinary. They said she cooked for ghosts. They said her stew smelled too sweet to be human. Yet every night, her lantern still burned, and travelers still stopped by. The aroma was irresistible. Then came Adiz, the chief's only daughter. Curious, brave, and too clever for her own good. She told her friends, "I will find out what Mama Nkem truly cooks." That night, when the moon was full, Adiz disguised herself as a traveler. She followed the delicious smell of stew to Mama Nkem's store. Mama Nkem was stirring her pot slowly. "Welcome, traveler," she said. "What brings you here at this hour?" "Hunger," Adiz replied. "Real hunger." Mama Nkem smiled. "Then you shall eat. But remember, whatever you eat under the moon, the sun must never know." Adiz nodded. Mama Nkem served her food, rice so soft, fish so tasty, pepper soup that made Adiz's heart dance. Adiz ate every bit, thanked her, and quietly hid behind a tree to watch what would happen next. At midnight, Mama Nkem blew out her lantern. The air grew cold. She whispered strange words, and from the ground, shadows began to rise. Men and women with glowing eyes, faces pale like ashes, and torn clothes gathered around her stall. Mama Nkem smiled and served them bowls of food. They ate greedily but paid nothing. Adiz's heart pounded as she realized the truth. Mama Nkem's real customers were the dead. She had been feeding spirits who could not rest. Adiz gasped, and one of the spirits turned toward her. She ran all the way home, shaking in fear. At dawn, she told her father everything. The chief called the old priest, Is-Oho, who came with his staff of power. He said, "Mama Nkem's pot feeds both the living and the dead. If she is not stopped, our village will belong to ghosts." That night, the villagers gathered with torches and drums. They marched to Mama Nkem's store. "Mama Nkem," they shouted. "Come out." She stepped out calmly, holding her long wooden spoon. "You came hungry, didn't you?" she said softly. The ground trembled. Spirits appeared again, angry and starving. They hissed, "Leave her. She feeds us when you forget us." Is-Oho raised his staff and chanted, "Let the spirits return to dust, and the cursed cook return to truth." Thunder roared. The pot overturned, and fire burst into the sky. When the smoke cleared, Mama Nkem was gone. Only her silver spoon remained, shining in the ashes. From that day, no one in Umuahia ever sold food at midnight again. But even now, travelers say that on full moon nights, they smell stew along the road. Some say Mama Nkem still feeds hungry souls who wander between worlds. Others say it's just the wind playing tricks. But remember this: not every hunger should be fed. And not every food that smells good is meant for the living. If you enjoyed this African folktale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories under the moonlight. Would you dare eat Mama Nkem's midnight food? Tell us in the comments below. See you in the next story, where mystery never sleeps.